the green economy. Of course, these negotiations were started by the previous administration and is being continued by this current administration. So kudos to both administrations for staying committed to whatever was started in 2023. So we have a debt relief where debt service to revenue ratio would also go down. It also means that if we cast our minds back to the HIPIC time where we had some debt relief and the monies were used judiciously by President Kwok to construct certain educational facilities across the country. So maybe the relief package will also give the government some opportunity or let's say some savings so that they can channel those extra savings into maybe infrastructure in health and education or whichever they deem fit to invest in. So it's good news for us, and I believe that the Ghanaian economy will benefit positively from this.
All right. When you hear the finance minister say Ghana is close to reaching a debt restructuring deal with the creditors, basically, do you get an indication, indeed, all things being equal, we should have a deal by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, I think we are about 6 months away. It's possible. It's possible, given the journey so far for the DDEP and then the Eurobond, then the Paris Club. Yeah, so we are looking to this 100%. We may be more than good and to get a good deal for us. So it also all depends on how we conduct ourselves. If you are looking for debt restructuring, and especially it's commercial for difficult to conclude. So if you want to leave from somebody, you should conduct work. So I like to say 2025 budget done, basically about celebration, keeping things tight. There should not be any waste because then not see us as a serious country. So I want to commend the advocate that we should still continue to stay committed to whatever the budget. I'm sure if they're serious, they will be able to also meet us halfway and give us this due by the close of the year.
Watching Business Live, we have more for you after this break.
For the payment of the kind.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, come see you. Where this guy? My friend,
it's the Telestar Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telestar Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telestar Play app to obtain a start winning in the Telestar Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. Those promos regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ene, uno banu mumpe bebi ya mubeda. Oh, na abeka.
Emergency. Catch it. I'm ready. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency.
Marketing at the pumps, in line with the adjustment every 2 weeks. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies at a news conference yesterday announced that petrol should go up by some 2% per litre, while diesel will witness about 5% hike, with some individual oil marketing companies, including some market leaders, show that the price of petrol may not be touched, while diesel will go up marginally. Others have told Joy Business that they still want to monitor the market a little bit before they review their prices. So maybe don't expect any changes from today at the pumps, but rather in the coming days. If prices should go up this week as projected,
the annual Industry and Quality Awards seek to recognize and celebrate excellence and innovation within Ghana's business community. The 14th edition will focus on improving standards to drive growth. Speaking on the sidelines of the launch of this year's awards, former president of the Association of Ghana Industries, Dr. Kofi Klugeson, called on government to prioritize local content as it aims to build its industrial sector.
One of the major things I've been advocating ever since I was president of AGI is for government to be able to enact policy for equity for Ghana. You see, if you look at the gold board and all of them, it's an acquisition, buying and selling, but we don't have equity in it. If you look at today, I was listening to Sophia Akufo, the former Chief Justice, talking about Talo renegotiating contracts. And her argument is that why negotiate for contracts when they're taking it for granted? We need to be able to own and have equity in Ghana. That's the only thing that are left, as a positive trend in whatever government is doing. Because if you look at Burkina Faso, all the things that are going on, it's about ownership of agreement and terminating all agreement.
On her part, Nora Bannerman, the chairperson of the 14th Awards Planning Committee, believes that current global happenings could work to the country's benefit if government remains strategic.
Such challenges on the global arena causes buyers to then begin to seek alternatives. Because Asian countries, China for instance, they are under the greatest pressure. They have become the manufacturing country of the world. We all know this. And yet buyers are beginning to appreciate the fact that it is always good to have the alternative. And therefore they continue to contact us here in Ghana. And this is why we also need stronger engagement with government so that we have a stronger public-private sector partnerships.
She further shared some insight on the awards.
Looking at businesses homegrown, even if they are foreign investors, is still homegrown, able to withstand whatever global challenges, whatever local challenges.
To drive business.
Media and Consultancy has introduced Inspire by WeCom, sponsored by New Age Agri Solutions Limited, to transform agricultural learning in Ghana by offering hands-on experiences and strategic capacity building for the youth, professionals and financial institutions with the goal of strengthening agribusiness financing and boosting sector productivity. More in this report.
The Inspire initiative, sponsored by New Age Agri Solutions, aims to bridge the long-standing gap between commercial banks and agricultural value chain actors by fostering a better understanding of the sector's unique dynamics through capacity building and strategic engagement. Inspire seeks to enhance the ability of financial institutions to lend effectively and confidently to agribusinesses and smallholder farmers. Speaking at the session, Business Development Manager of New Age Agri Solutions, Asabra Ohene Bidiako, emphasized the transformative potential of the collaboration.
So, as an agri company, of course, one of the pillars that we rely on to ensure our growth is the bank. they more or less finance the whole projects that we do. But of course, if the person who is supposed to understand what you do is always sitting in the comfort of his office behind his laptop, they may not necessarily appreciate what is really going on. So GESA DBG decided to bring them to our site to take them through what the process is like. So what we've been doing today is that we have gone through the process that we go through to ensure that rice is processed. So right from when paddy is received, it goes through the process and the rice is milled. We also took the opportunity to take them. They had the experience, and we also went to our fish production site.
The agricultural sector, which employs a significant portion of Ghana's population and contributes meaningfully to the country's GDP of Millennium Development Authority, Alex Mode, who taught the main facility of AVV Foods.
As you know, there's rice deficiency in the country, and we import majority of our rice. But if we promote local rice, if we encourage the farmers to farm local rice by making sure that we can de-risk the cost of doing farming in this country, then we will get the commercial banks to maybe invest in working capital for these farmers. So for New Age, for example, one of the most important things for us,
enabling farmers and agribusinesses assess needed capital.
That's our package by way of Business Life. I am Pius Kojubaka. Thanks so much for your time.
What makes a nation great is the strategic balance of power between the citizenship and the leadership. Every decision you make, whether you're a leader or a citizen, is based on the quality of information you have, your understanding of the various perspectives of the issue, and how timely you get that information. So when you wake up to the AM show, you're waking up to the most current information and comprehensive conversations to help you make an informed decision. But we're also people who care about the development of this country. And so we care about you, asking the questions that you care about. And that's why you should wake up to the AM show.
The Magdan Foundation is and positive change in Ghana and the African sub-region. Making it easy. Education is a central focus for the Magdan Foundation. It believes in the power of human resources and works towards empowering the next generation.
Before the inscription of Magdan as Gugbana, Tamale was facing problems. Just to mention few, education, for instance, was a problem within the area.
Bami School, located in the Timpani district in the Upper East region of Ghana, was in dire straits. It had only 4 classrooms for classes 1 through to class 6.